All right, guys. So I wanted to do a quick speed test on an SD card. So I just actually recently bought this one here. It's a Silicon Power 256 gigabyte micro SD card. It is 3D NAND. It's one of their, I think, like premium cards. They say on the box here. This is, I already opened it, right? Superior Pro. Superior Pro. Anyways, we're going to do a quick speed test. This one here, if you're looking at 256 gigs, $23, which is pretty much awesome. I've actually been using this in my Steam Deck for the last little while. We're going to put this in my computer right now. Yes. And we're just going to come here, hide my Google, and select the drive, which I've already renamed to, there it is right there, Silicon Power 256. Okay. Now, write speeds, I'm guessing, are going to be, my guess would be somewhere 40 to 50. I doubt we'll get 60, but we'll see. But I'd like to see, 80, 90, 100 on the writes or on the reads. So let's take a look. All right, so writing. Oh, she peaks fast. She peaks between 60 and 70. And sustains around 50. So that's actually not too bad, especially for a card of this storage, 256, at that price point. I'm pleased with that, 50. And the other thing that I'm going to test while it's doing this, especially for writes, is one of the cameras that I find that is the most, for me at least, it's most intensive and needs like a really consistent write speeds are the Insta360 cameras. Oh, look at that. We just got over 90.7 for the read. So that's good. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put it in this camera here. This is the Insta360 1R. Actually, we'll put it in the RS. We're going to run two tests, and it's just for me, and I'll let you know what happened to it. We're going to run a 6K file for about 10 minutes, and we'll run a 5.7K 360 file for 10 minutes, just to see if it's capable of continuing that write speed, and then I will let you know the results. All right, 2 secs, guys, and we'll be right back. Okay, so I'm actually downstairs now, and first and foremost, and I didn't even think of this, most cameras can't or probably don't even accept nowadays, especially if you don't have anything super current, cards possibly over 128 gigs. So just so you guys know, if you're buying one of these cards, or maybe any card possibly that's over that size, 256 gigs, they just don't work. You put them in the camera. I tried it in my ESR6. I tried it in my R7. I tried it in all my Insta360 cameras, and it just comes up and says there's the card is unreadable. But you put it in a computer, it works fine. You put it in the Steam Deck, it works fine. So luckily for me, that's the reason I actually bought it, was for the Steam Deck. And as you can see here, it works fine. I have it in here, so we can actually click here. Now, the one thing that you will see, and this is something I actually wasn't even really aware of when I go down to storage, you'll see there's that micro SD card, 256 gigs, is how fast the Steam Deck can play games off of the micro SD card in comparison to the actual internal SSD. Now, if you guys were here previously, installed a faster, bigger SSD drive into the Steam Deck, and there's still almost no noticeable difference. I think the Steam Deck maybe boots faster, but playing games, not at all. Like, for instance, like this game here, it's not as if it's a large game, but, I'll come into my library, and this was a small game here, so you just tap on it and play, and starting launch, that's it. Like, I've played really large games that are, 50 to 60 gigs in size, and I ran them off this card, and I ran them off the internal SSD, and I honestly, maybe a second or two, and sometimes that second or two is in favor of the micro SD card. So if you can get a micro SD card with a decent read speed, which this has, you're coming in and around, it's averaging around 90, which is decent. I think you'll be quite pleased with this card. Just don't expect again to be able to use this for other devices, possibly outside of a computer system. All right, guys. This is probably one of the better cards I found, like bang for buck. 256 gig here in Canada. You're getting it for about $20. Great way to update your storage, especially if you just need it for a couple games just to start out. But if you're like me, you bought a 256 gig and now you're just like, oh, I'm loving the Steam Deck, and I'll probably end up with a bigger card. All right, guys, that's it. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that little notification bell. I'll put links to where you can get these Silicon Power cards on Amazon, where I got mine. And that's all. I will see you guys tomorrow.